Alright, you guys, today we're going to review
Itchy and Scratchy
for the
SNES.
SNES. All right, you guys, we tested out Itchy and Scratchy for the Super Nintendo. Now we're going to give our thoughts of the gameplay. Replayability. I only gave it a 4 for replayability because, although it's a kind of fun game, I just felt that I was getting frustrated throughout the game, and I didn't think that it would be something that I would want to pick up and play that often. How about you guys?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. It's just, well, I feel like it was. I would have gave it a higher rating than a 4 because I feel like even if it's just repetitive or whatever, you're still like having fun and you can keep playing it.
So it's kind of like what Eli said. Like, since I gave it a 9 because like it was fun, but it was repetitive.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the controls. What do you think, Eli?
I thought the controls were fine. I didn't see any problems with it. I think for the game, for what it is, it was decent. It was kind of delayed a little bit though, but rather than that, it was good. So.
I thought it was like pretty good. The controls, like they weren't bad, but I've had better.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't awful, but honestly, I always think back to other games on that same console. The Super Nintendo has a lot of good titles, and when I compare the controls of this game to a game, let's say like Mario, it's just night and day difference. I felt that when you were jumping and trying to do different things within the game, the controls were a little bit off at times, and I felt it could have been better, and that's really why I didn't give it a higher score than what I did. Now let's talk about the graphics. What do you think, Russ?
I thought the graphics were pretty good, but same with the controls. I've seen better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. I thought like the graphics overall was good. I felt like actually I kind of felt like it was a little too bright. Like on the game, I felt like it couldn't like it didn't have to be that bright. But that's just a personal preference type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that the graphics were pretty decent for what it was. I mean, it's it's a 16-bit system, and if you think about the technology at the time and what it was, I thought that they did a pretty good job with the graphics and the coloring and everything. So, we all gave it a pretty good score on graphics, and I think the game shows for itself. Now let's talk about the music and sound effects. I felt that I thought that the music itself and the sound effects was good, but it is a bit repetitive. It just keeps going over and over. If you can make it through the level quickly enough, it's not bad. However, if you get stuck, then it would be something that would get old pretty fast. So I think that the quality of it's okay. It's just it should have not been quite as repetitive. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
the same. Like it was good, but like if you were like we were stuck on that level for a while, and we didn't get past it. But I felt like if we got past it, maybe the music would have changed and it wouldn't have been as hard.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, it just, I don't get why they wouldn't have more, like,
Of the music?
music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, like we said, the music's all right, but they definitely could have made the track longer or something, so it just didn't sound like the same thing over and over. All right, you guys. Last up is artwork, and I felt that the artwork overall was pretty good. It reminded me of The Simpsons, which is what it's supposed to do. It's something that, especially in the 90s when The Simpsons was very popular, not that it's not today, but it was different back then. And I think that as a kid or even an adult at the time, if you were to see that sitting on the shelf, that it definitely would have got your attention and would have made you want to play the game. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I feel the
Yeah.
same. It's different now though, because it's not the same as it was then. But I feel like when it was on the shelves then, it would have, it would have made you want to pick it up because you like The Simpsons or whatever the case is.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good. It was
Yeah.
good.
All right, you guys, so there you have it. Overall, we gave this game a Dead Bunny score of 73. We felt that it was a pretty good game. There is some repetitiveness to it. The music could be a little better, but you could nitpick things to death. If we look back at what it is for the time period, it was a pretty fun game, and it's something that you could pick up time after time and play, and if you had friends over, everybody could play and see how far they get. So overall, that's the score we gave it. What's your opinion of the game? Put it in the comments. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.